back at 7:42 now on your Thursday morning. We got Dr. Allen here with us as we continue to celebrate Women's History Month, tackling a pretty important conversation that doesn't always take place during this time. So we are, of course, talking about reproductive justice. And, of course, we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Dr. Allen, first of all, can you explain to us what we mean when we're saying reproductive justice?
Yes, when we talk about reproductive justice, it's an intersection between reproductive rights and social justice. And so reproduction justice is about a woman's rights to actually own her own body, to decide if they want to have children, how they want to have children, the environment where they want to raise the children. And it was really created in 1994, this intersection, by a Black woman, because what we found was that reproductive rights, that was inadequate in addressing the needs of marginalized women, those with disabilities, those who live in poverty, and those who are members of the BIPOC community.
So this has been a fight that we've been seeing for quite a while, it sounds like.
Oh, absolutely. This fight for reproductive justice, reproductive rights, actually began in the 1800s. Jordan, before 1821, abortions were widely available. They were performed by midwives and some doctors. And then between 1821 and 1857, we saw this attack. We saw abortions being banned. And 3 years after this decision that a woman's body was the guardian of the government, then we saw abortions criminalized across the state, but not only abortions, all contraceptives.
Okay, so interesting that you bring that up. So you're saying that this could even tie into cases like Roe v. Wade.
Yes, actually Roe v. Wade was based on the approval of birth control and the right to privacy, the Privacy Right Act. So Roe v. Wade was based on the privacy laws,
okay,
which allowed contraceptives to be widely used and be approved for that factor.
Okay, so then we're talking about constitutional rights when we bring that into the case here. Why is it so important to understand the intersection between reproductive rights with social justice mixed with constitutional rights as well?
Because it's all about civil rights. It's all about humanity. It's all about a woman's right to have control over her body, a woman's right to bear children, to refrain from bearing children, to decide what happens through IVF.
Right.
You know, what contraceptives to use and when and how, and then how to raise those children.
And this is such an important conversation. Of course, we're very careful about how we discuss that too, because as we were coming back from break, that's what you and I were saying. It's while there's important conversations to have, you never want to speak on behalf of anybody else.
Yes, and women appreciate the support of men and other gender non-conforming populations, but a woman's right is a woman's right over their bodies, and men should not factor into how we take care of and decide what's best for our bodies.
Well, I think a lot of people are happy that you brought this topic up and brought it into a spotlight and platform that we can have a bigger discussion about, because you're right, it is important that we discuss this. So Dr. Allen, thank you for bringing it to our attention.
And thank you so much for your support and encouragement in doing so.
Absolutely.